Everyone, thanks for stopping by the Standards Weekly Check-In. I'm Colin, Heavy Metal Dylan at the camera.
What's up?
Today we're going to be getting into some staff picks, flipping through some new arrivals and recently priced records, and answering some viewer questions towards the end of the video. As always, if there's anything you like, you can hit the DMs on Instagram, give the shop a ring, or just cruise in. We're open 11 to 8, 7 days a week. We have a lot of flipping to do, a lot of talking to do. Getting some staff picks. I'll lead because I'm fired up.
All right.
Got to spend some time with an old friend today. The Superfly soundtrack. Yeah, we got one of these in. And it's just, it's been a long time since I've heard it, you know? It's just one of those records I've just assimilated into my mind. So I'm like, yeah, I know this one. But man, is it just one of the most beautiful records ever made. Incredible. 10 out of 10. Rarely find a copy that's nice and clean like that. I can't say no. I mean, my words are, futile in the face of such a masterpiece of a record. But man, it's nice when like enough time has passed and a record hits you at the right time where it's like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. If that's not the good stuff, I don't know what is. What do you got, Dylan?
All right. We got the Anthrax single "I'm the Man." Features hits like "I'm the Man."
Yes.
The censored, the uncensored, and the deaf uncensored live version.
Yeah.
Good cover of Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, honestly. And then like that. 2 live tracks of "I Am the Man" and "Caught in a Mosh."
You call that a good version?
I like the cover. I'm not saying it's better than Sabbath's version, but it's a good cover of it.
There's a reason it's a B-side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then we got Slayer Live Undead. Probably the best thrash live albums, just because it's really funny.
That was live in studio originally, right?
I always thought like it was recorded in some like one of those like Jersey metalhead like backyards.
I think they're kayfabing.
Yeah, see, and I don't know. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
But it's just funny because like the recording is just constant cheering and like it's just like awesome. No one stops. It's just Slayer playing and people screaming at them like, "Fucking Slayer! Yeah!" and woo! Like the entire time.
That's a perfect set list, but
yeah,
weird one, but
it's weird.
I guess they're playing the first album stuff with kind of like the speed and aggression of the second album. Would you say?
Yeah.
All right.
I would say so.
All right. Shall we flip through some records?
Sure.
We have a lot of questions today, Dylan. We'll answer while we flip. How about that?
Okay.
Greg Hicks leading off, asking our favorite live albums that have been released on vinyl. He brings up UFO, Strangers in the Night, and Iron Maiden Live After Death.
Okay. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Maiden's good.
What do you like?
I like Maiden's Live After Death. I'm gonna bring it up again.
Okay.
Live Undead Slayer, just because of the constant cheering that these people are going through.
And it's like 6 songs long. Get the real sense of like them opening a show for the first time.
Yeah, they're like opening for Venom, I'm sure, or something, and like this crowd just constantly screaming fucking Slayer, and it's fucking awesome. I'd say that. I'd say Kiss Alive because it's funny, because it's like them going back in the studio to redo vocals.
You like the chicanery.
Yeah. And, I had this conversation with a friend of the shop. I don't know if it's on vinyl, though. The Metallica Live in Purge, but specifically for me, I like the Seattle one. I used to be like a Metallica stickler. Right. But I had to pinpoint to just like one good one, which is that one.
I'll kind of keep spamming my favorite live record, the Curtis Mayfield live album.
Oh, of course.
Throw a curveball your way?
Yeah.
Neil Young's Arc/Weld. Kind of like the perfect set list to me for Neil Young and Crazy Horse. You could be really boring and say like Ramones, It's Alive.
Oh, I really like that one. I think I agree with you, the Curtis Mayfield. I in my head it's just metal.
Yeah.
Curtis Mayfield live is actually top notch.
The James Brown Revolution in my mind.
Yeah.
Miles Davis in concert. I mean, when you get into jazz, it's really weird. I got one for you.
Yes.
Technically on vinyl, the Velvet Underground Bob Quine box set. Man, if you want to know how good the Velvet Underground are, you really have to listen to that.
Wings Over America. Okay. It's a 4. It could be just 3.
I think it's 3.
But it takes forever to get through all 3. But like once you get it, it's like, okay, you know what else?
Full Mako doesn't have the hits. Who does?
Yeah, I know. It's just full like nice power pop ballads and stuff like that. I like it a lot.
YouTube questions. This is the part of the video where we answer the questions left in the YouTube comments section from last week's video. We were chatting it up during the old flip through about the live albums. This next question comes from Brennan Scarborough. He's looking for good records, bad cover art. He gives an example I do not agree with. Are you ready to furrow your brow, Dylan?
Yeah.
He says Royal Scam from Steely Dan.
What? With the guy sleeping with the dogs? building,
the
dog buildings.
dreamscape of, you know, some ancient times. I think it's or some like just horrific nightmarescape.
Yeah.
Tower, Luciferian towers looming over his nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a great example of the gentleman loser aesthetic as propagated throughout the lyrics. There's a theme to it, ties together. No, I'm not agreeing with Royal Scam, but I'm gonna have some shit that people are probably not gonna agree with.
Go on.
I think Led Zeppelin's catalog is like a minefield.
Okay.
I like 1 a lot.
Yeah, because it's
Iconic.
yes.
2 is boring.
2 is the
They're just like the old
pilot photos
picture.
of them. Yeah. Okay.
3, I'm neutral about.
Okay. It's a weird one, but
Yeah, the pinwheel.
Yeah.
4,
With the man with the sticks.
boring.
Yeah.
I like the gatefold though, so
Yeah.
that's a half credit.
You would wish the gatefold was
I know.
the
Give
cover.
me the Hermits.
Yeah.
Houses of Holy, perfect. One of the best looking record covers of all time.
Yes.
Colors,
Yes.
composition, etc. Physical Graffiti, my favorite favorite Led Zeppelin album.
But
Terrible cover.
oh, okay.
And Presence is great. I really like the cover for In Through the Outdoor. I think it's really cool, like different covers, you know? Each cover is from the perspective of a different person in the bar. You've never noticed that? You didn't know the gimmick?
Oh, okay. No, I was trying to remember the album cover.
Yeah,
of
the bar.
ours. Yeah.
They're all from different perspectives of the people in the bar. That's brilliant. But that record sucks. And Coda doesn't really count. The song remains the same. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's fine. But yeah, I think they have they're hit or miss. And my favorite Van Halen album, Fair Warning. The painting, the original painting, is fucking cool, but I don't know if it really works as an LP cover. I have to admit, it's not iconic.
Yeah.
I just think, unfortunately, when you see it, it's just sort of a smear of colors. And for as like hard hitting and intense of an album as that is, I don't think the cover art really goes with it. And you know what? I'm gonna come out of left field.
Yeah.
I give you 1,000 guesses you wouldn't get this one.
Black album.
Helmet Meantime.
Yeah.
I don't like the cover of Helmet Meantime. I wish the cover of Betty was the cover of Meantime. That's all I got. What is your take, Dylan?
You know, I'm trying to think. What's coming to mind is Kiss's Music of the Elder.
Yeah.
I like that record.
Great
but
as maybe a stretch. But then I don't know.
It's the little hand.
It's evocative. It's spooky. Has a tone. It's ominous.
Maybe it's me because I don't like those kind of album covers. So I think I like Animal Magnetism by Scorpions, but like I don't like the album art. Like,
yeah, that's another Hypnosis joint.
Yeah, but it's just like I don't know.
I think you're talking about like static imagery.
Yeah.
Like not dynamic, it's not emotion, it's not doing anything, it's just sort of sitting there.
I weirdly, as much of a big Ramones fan I am, I do not like End of the Century. I like that album a lot.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Of course.
But like it's just I don't know, it's just boring, I guess. It just never made sense. It's like it just looks like a promo picture they took. You think they did that because of Phil Spector?
Yeah, I think it was supposed to be a more commercial direction for him. And, you know, realistically more so kind of emphasize the 60s qualities, you know?
Yeah, I guess if you put it in perspective like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just turned me off.
I can't you know, say it's not in my top 10 even Ramones covers or anything.
Yeah.
All right, Muscle Lure asking some very technical kind of questions. How often should you change your stylus? Great question. Wish more people had asked this and thought about this. Unfortunately, like the hard science version of this would be to record a audio rip of a record playing when you get a brand new stylus, and then as the years go on, record an analog rip of a worn stylus and then compare visually how they look and sound. That's an insane person move. No one has done that, so we'll leave that away. The working man's version of that is unfortunately a lot more hard to explain. Listen to the record, and when it starts to sound a little tinny, like AM radio, or like the ticks of those kind of sounds are a little more prominent than they probably should be. And for lack of better words, the records that should be really like bright and vibrant start to sound a little dull. A stylus swap would be a great call. Since it's so dependent on the quality of stylus, you have to kind of just use your ears. Cartridge, you kind of are good to chill with until it's time to upgrade your stylus. Like if you want to get a whole new, brand or whatever, then you need a new cartridge. I think anyone can replace their own stylus. Cartridge, I'm throwing up my hands as a failure in regard to offering to replace cartridges. Unfortunately, I think we're kind of in the position where we need a new stylus for the shop, and it just makes me sad because we use the fancy stuff. We go Grado Gold. Not to say it's not a worthy investment, given that we're playing records all day. But just, you know, our stylus is presently in like the brake guy is yelling at us to replace our brake pads part of its life cycle. And we're like, nah, I think I can go another month or so. Anyways, don't be like us. Replace your stylus. Often. And lastly, YT Gettingsburg giving us props for getting that Plantasia record OG in, which just sold today. So, you know, more so props to people who buy the records. He's asking the rarest, most unique, etc. record that's ever come through the store. Like, what was the craziest record that's ever rolled through? And it's kind of weird. There's like really expensive ones that I've moved that like I could say the name and it would be meaningless to you because that's what really rare records are. I'm trying to think of big iconic ones, and I'm kind of drawing a blank of anything that would be fun to hear. Dylan, what's something that you've seen that comes to mind?
It was rare to me because I've never heard of the guy, but once I listened to the album, I went, "Oh my god!" I became a fan. Peter Ivers.
I was just thinking about that record recently.
Yeah,
masterpiece. Right?
I played like on my own in my car because I like the other stuff too. It's so good. It's just weird album.
But that doesn't have as big of a dollar sign.
It's
like
$100
record,
it is
I
weird.
guess, but
yeah.
What's the big dollar one you can remember?
Other than that, Plantasia, I guess the Sodom.
Oh yeah.
First one.
God, I forgot. We didn't have a crazy price on that, but it was still.
Yeah, it went for three. Yeah, right.
Oh, 3 figures. Yeah, but not 300.
Not 300. No.
The stuff that you've actually heard of is like, you know, usually more in like the couple $100 range. I know we've had some good punk stuff. We've had like a Brick Wall, Nervous Breakdown come through, and a few things like that. But it's been a long time since the rare punk or Fool stuff rolled through. But the thing is, when you get stuff like that that's really in demand and people know about, it goes so quick. It's not like you remember it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you have the thought of posting it on Instagram and it's already sold. So. All right, that's all the questions we have this week. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any questions you'd like to see answered on next week's video, leave a comment in the YouTube section down below and we will reply to it then. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace. Don't be like us. Replace your stylus.